Hello and welcome to Sikkim Chronicle. So an event was held at Gangtok today, and the name of the event was In Conversation with the Bandana Tewari. Well, Bandana Tewari is a lifestyle journalist, sustainability activist, and also she's a TEDx speaker. Bandana, you had a session here with the young entrepreneurs and the people from different spectrum of life. So would you like to tell us? I mean, how was your experience?
For me, it's so exciting. First of all, I'm in Sikkim, in Gangtok, and seeing all these young people. I've always enjoyed engaging with the younger community because they're far more enthusiastic, curious, have questions, and very engaged. You know, they are not cynical, so you get some of the best questions, which we did today. And they're still around, they still have many questions, and I love the variety of people who had come. I really enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So in this age of aggressive consumerism, where we talk about more excessive consumerism, I mean you are talking about the sustainability. What is your idea about the sustainability in terms of fashion?
My idea of sustainability is about personal ownership, personal responsibility, because if I go out to buy, I'm pulling out my wallet to spend my hard earned money. So I want to be careful how I spend. Buy is something that pollutes the environment, I will not buy it. Now, that personal responsibility I can take, and that's a sustainable practice that each one of us can comprehend, right? It's not that difficult because we're telling you be the custodian of your own money and your own values. So whoever goes out there to buy anything, you need to pause and see. If we know that if you're going to buy plastic, you have to think, where is this plastic going to end up? With clothes too, you've got to think, am I going to wear it just once and twice and throw it away? Or is it something that I will value and keep and cherish? Because that doesn't harm the environment.
So you specifically mentioned in your presentation that it should all start with our backyard. And when it comes to promoting our culture values and our own aesthetics, right? So highlight more on this.
So I'm a big believer, and so are a lot of the activists all around, that we believe in regionality. Because for far too long we've been told, the best world is a globalized world, a world that looks the same for everyone, what we call the homogenized world, But we love the difference. We love the diversity. The only thing that should be common is the humanity. So if we love the diversity, then we need to be proud of our regionality, of our own indigenous cultures. If we are in Sikkim, what is our heritage? How do we create keeping the Sikkim DNA into whatever we make? How do we give back to our communities in Sikkim? What resources can we collaborate with from Sikkim? What grows in our background? What inspiration can come from our people? That regionality shows a deep sense of respect and dignity about the culture. And that we can share with the world, who can be inspired by it. But we are all the same in terms of humanity. But our wonderful differences is in our culture, and that needs to be celebrated. And I think Sikkim should do the same. I know that Sikkim is already doing that.
For being in this industry for so long and also being associated as a founding team member of one of the leading fashion magazine Vogue, one day you decide to quit everything and start talking about the sustainability. Was quitting Vogue really a conscious decision choice? I mean, was there a second thought?
Leaving a company I loved working with, that's Vogue India. I was part of the founding team, where everyone becomes like family. I resigned consciously, with no doubt in my mind, but I also resigned very gratefully for all the years that I've learned so much from. And just incidentally, I continue to write for Vogue. It's just that I'm not going to the office, and I work from anywhere I want, and I continue to contribute. So the journey for me from mainstream high fashion to sustainable fashion was a smooth, organic ride of, I had played a role and now it's going to evolve into another role. Very organic, very thankful, and very joyful.
Uh, in Sikkim, we have many entrepreneurs who, in fact, are working in fashion, in designing. What do you think should be the government intervention in the policy level?
I'm not the government policy expert, but if I were a designer in Sikkim, I would love my government to help me with funding, something that can start like a seed funding, encourage corporates to participate, even not just mentorship from companies that do so well in Sikkim, to have a mentorship program for young designers, but also to open several doors that need to be opened for your back end stuff of designing. How do you control your inventory? Which part of the supply chain can these established corporates can they help the young designers who are coming up? I mean, if I was starting a business like that to be a designer, then I would really look at my government to give me a boost. We all need that little bit of a catalyst to start off, especially in Sikkim, where we haven't had a very long history of fashion design, right? And clearly, we have a very young population that's interested in fashion. So the more young designers we have from Sikkim, the money that is made in Sikkim can be spent in Sikkim.
So, what's your message to the people and the young minds of Sikkim?
To all the young people in Sikkim, I feel very grateful to be part of the same region as you, and I hope that you will hold your head high and do any kind of work that is full of gratitude and compassion for both people and the planet.
Main intention about doing your Bandana Tewari, one of the very reputed and celebrated fashion journalists in the globe, in fact, Bandana Tewari ko session gara paunda, I'm like really happy. किनभने तपाईलाई थाहा छ कि लाइक तपाईलाई थाहा छ इनफ्याक्ट यो सिक्किममा अहिले फेसन इन्डस्ट्री एकदमै ज्यादा इभल्भ भइरहेछ द फेसन डिजाइनर्स हैन प्याजेन्ट्सहरू भइरहेछ लोकल फ्याब्रिक्सहरूको डेभलपमेन्टपट्टि काम भइरहेछ ह्यान्डिक्राफ्ट ह्यान्डलुमको प्रोडक्सनमा काम भइरहेछ हैन त्यसरी नै फेसन अन्टरप्रिनर्सहरू निक्लिरहनु भएको छ सो त्यो कारणले गर्दा कहीँ न कहीँ गएर यस्तो जस्तो रेकग्नाइज अर द सेलिब्रेटेड फेसेस लाइक बन्दना तिवारी जो सिक्किमकै हुनुहुन्छ जसले चाहिँ इन्टरनेसनल प्लेटफर्म्समा गएर काम गरिरहनु भएको छ उहाँहरूसँग यस्तो सेसन गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई गेस कहीँ न कहीँ गएर इट्स गोना बी भेरी एनलाइटनिङ एन्ड मोटिभेटिङ एन्ड इन्सपायरिङ टु द लट अफ पार्टिसिपेन्ट्स हु आर इन्ट्रेस्टेड टु एक्चुली एक्सप्लोर द इन्डस्ट्री त्यो मात्रै पनि होइन अब बन्दना तिवारी चाहिँ हाम्रै सिक्किमको हुनुहुन्छ होइन गेजिङ गान्तोक यसरी नै नेबरिङ हिल्समा पढ्नु भएर बाहिर गएर एन्ड प्लस भोग इन्डियाको 89 लार्ज र फिचर डिरेक्टर्सको त्यस्तो डर रेप्युटेड इनफ्याक्ट पोस्ट सम्हालिसक्नु भएको व्यक्तित्व हुनुहुन्छ त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि कहीँ न कहीँ गएर उहाँको अन्टरप्रिनरसिप एङ्गलमा पनि र पर्सनल इन्सपायरिङ स्टोरी पनि सुन्न पाउँदाखेरि इट्स रियली गुड फर अल अफ अस एन्ड इट्स क्वाइट मोटिभेटिङ र आइड रियली वान्ट टु थ्याङ्क इनफ्याक्ट रितेश एन्ड दिपेन फर कमिङ अन द बोर्ड एन्ड डुइङ दिस सेसन फर बन्दना तिवारी जसको उहाँको जुन चाहिँ स्टोरीहरू सुनेर कहीँ न कहीँ हामीले मोटिभेसन लिने गर्दछ अर्को कुरा चाहिँ सिक्किम इज रियली गोइङ एन्ड इभल्भिङ इन टर्म्स अफ फेसन इन्डस्ट्री त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि उहाँले पनि अघि भन्नुहुँदै त्यो सेसनमा कि सिक्किम रियली निड टु बुस्ट द इन्डस्ट्री त्यसले गर्दा फेसन एन्ड डिजाइन काउन्सिल जस्तो कुराहरू सिक्किममा हुनुपर्छ भन्ने कुराहरू छ सो त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि we are really looking forward to hold much sessions, in fact more sessions like this in future अन्त यस्तो प्रकारले हामी कलेक्टिभली सानो सानो एफर्ट लगाएर आफ्नो तर्फबाट सोसाइटीपट्टि कन्ट्रिब्युसन दिने काम गरिरहनेछौँ.
So with me are the students of Mass Communication Department from Sikkim University. So let's have an interaction and let's understand their takeaway from today's session. What's your name?
Vishaka Sharma.
So what's your takeaway today?
So my takeaway would be I'm an aggressive buyer and I'm also a very impulsive buyer. So she talking about sustainability has opened my mind and I try to be sustainable but it's really hard as we all know. So I'm planning to take my first step towards it and her words were wisdom were like eye-opener for me. So it was really enriching for me. Thank you.
Yes, for me also it was eye-opening for me and I didn't know that much about sustainability, so yes, it was very helpful.
Hello, my name is Roshni and today's event or the program was very fruitful because being a girl we buy so many products, okay, and today ma'am highlighted such points like on the 4 P's like people, product, process and purpose. So without purpose, we just buy some clothes for a function and we don't repeat it. But today ma'am said it's okay to repeat clothes. I think that is much important message to our generation because we just for one new reels on Instagram, we don't want to repeat a clothes. Or going to a party, we don't want to repeat clothes. And I think now I think I'm going to repeat it again. And I got a lesson from today's event. And I think this kind of program should be more in schools and colleges, because youngsters like us, we really need such such things.
Hi, my name is Chuang. I'm from second semester, and the session was fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What's your takeaway?
Actually, this was a very good conversation, and I'm kind of really inspired also. And now I'm going to repeat my clothes.
Roshni, I'm a freelance writer, and I thoroughly enjoyed today's talk by Ms. Bandana Tewari, and I learned a lot, because in terms of and especially my question was like, when I asked her a question, was about how do I deal with the excessiveness that children need in their lives, and I think I did get the idea that as a mother, I'm the one who needs to stop, so that was one of the things that that was my takeaway from today mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, talking about the sustainability, what do you think? Where lies the onus?
Onus lies with each one of us, no? So, I mean, I have to stop, I'm not such a big buyer anyway, but then still, I think also the onus to go and whatever we got today, to take it to somebody else. It's not like, to take it to our parents, to take it to our children, to take these lessons. That is also a part of it, It's like after we got all these lessons today, we ourselves become like evangelists, and we go and take the lessons and give it out. I think that is also the ideas of sustainability, right.
Hello, my name is Donsi Lama, and first of all, I'd like to thank her for her presence and congratulate her. And आजको सेसनबाट चाहिँ हामीले के बुझ्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब सस्टेनेबल चाहिँ कति जरुरी रहेछ अन्त आजकल चाहिँ वी ओन्ली टक अबाउट लाइक देयर इज अ क्लाइमेट चेन्ज इन अल तर अब एन्भाइरोमेन्ट फ्रेन्डली पनि हामी हुनुपर्ने रहेछ र आजको सेसनबाट चाहिँ उहाँले जस पाराले भन्नुभयो कि वी अलवेज टक अबाउट लाइक सस्टेनेबल हुनुपर्छ तर आज चाहिँ उहाँले हामीलाई यति साह्रो इन्सपायर गर्नुभयो कि साँच्चै नै हामीले एउटा साडीलाई पनि डिफ्रेन्ट तरिकाले रियुज गर्न सक्छ है जस्तै अब हामी वुमेनहरू हो एभ्री ओकेजन्समा हामीलाई डिफ्रेन्ट अब ड्रेसेसहरू चाहिन्छ है तर आजले उहाँ भन्नुभयो कि एउटा साडीलाई पनि हामीले ककटेल पार्टीमा पनि युज गर्न सक्छ यसो मेहन्दी फङ्सन्समा पनि एज अ लेहेङ्गा गरेर युज गर्नु सक्छ है अन्त उहाँको एफर्टले चाहिँ आई थिङ्क इन कोलाबोरेसन विथ द स्टेट गभर्मेन्ट अल्सो हाम्रो जति पनि सिक्किममा डिजाइनर्सहरू हुनुहुन्छ अब अपकमिङ डिजाइनर्स यङ्स्टर्सहरू पनि हुनुहुन्छ है उहाँको हेल्पले चाहिँ राम्रो नेसनल एन्ड इन्टरनेसनल लेभलमा चाहिँ एउटा राम्रो सपोर्ट पाउने छ भनेर म आशा गर्दछु
हेलो आई एम प्रशान्त बाबु छेत्री फ्रम नामदाङ सो मैले आजको यहाँको सेसन एटेन्ड गरेँ है वन्दना तिवारीज्यूको अनि मैले के बुझेँ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ धेरै अपर्च्युनिटिजहरू रहेछ फेसन वर्ल्डमा पनि भयो अनि यङहरूले एक्सप्लोर गर्नु सक्यो भने यो ठुलो इन्डस्ट्री भएर जानु सक्छ सिक्किममा अनि यो जब क्रिएसन पनि हुनसक्छ अनि हामीले रेभिन्यू पनि अर्न गर्ने स्थितिमा रहेछ है अनि मलाई के लाग्यो भन्दाखेरि यस्तो जसले अर्गनाइजिङ कमिटीले यो प्रोग्राम राख्नुभयो यो अलिकति सिक्किममा चाहिँ अब प्रायः त्यो अलिकति पोलिटिक डिबेट्स मात्रै हुन्छ कि तर यस्तो प्रोग्रामहरू गर्नुभयो भने हामी सबै वर्कबाट आएर हामी बात गऱ्यो भने एउटा राम्रो माहौल पनि हुँदो रहेछ अनि यङस्टर्सहरूसँग हामी रुबरु हुनसक्छ है अनि मैले यही बुझेँ कि आई थिङ्क हाम्रो यङस्टर्सहरूले यो भ्यारिड फिल्ड्सहरू तपाईँले एक्सप्लोर गर्नुभयो भने देयर आर लट अफ अपर्च्युनिटिज एन्ड आइ एम स्योर कि यो अपर्च्युनिटिजहरू हामीले एक्सप्लोर गऱ्यो भने सिक्किम स्टेटलाई धेरै राम्रो हुन्छ रेभेन्यू जेनेरेसनमा जब क्रिएसनमा यति नै थ्याङ्क यू सो मच
मेरो नाम अनिल कुमार नेपाल म लिङ्गमोबाट बिलङ गर्छु र आजको जुन चाहिँ यो प्रोग्राम थियो वन्दना तिवारी म्याडमको धेरै राम्रो लाग्यो किनभने हाम्रो सिक्किममा पनि फेसनको लागि धेरै चिजहरू रहेछ भन्ने हामीले चाल पायौँ र आई हेभ बिन टु युरोप फर लास्ट नियरली अबाउट 5 years ago त्यहाँनिर मैले अनुभव गरेको थिएँ जस्तै इटाली इज अ वर्ल्ड लिडिङ फर फेसन तर अब अहिले आएर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ इभन सिक्किम इज अल्सो गोइङ अन सेम ट्र्याक हामीले पनि एक दिन चाहिँ हामीले संसारलाई चाहिँ हामीले फेसनमा केही कुछ गर्नु सक्ने रहेछ भन्ने चाहिँ आजको हाम्रो वन्दना तिवारी म्याडमको उसबाट चाल पायौँ र बेस्ट विसेस टु अल द अर्गनाइजिङ कमिटी इट वाज अ वन्डरफुल प्रोग्राम थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच
Hello everyone, my name is Ritesh Chetri. So I'm running this property Temi House. So today we had an event in conversation with Bandana Tewari. Hey. So your event is kasari bhayo bhanda. So me, Deepen and Yogen, we were having a conversation. So Yogen le भन्नु भयो कि Bandana Tewari is coming to Gangtok. So त्यतिखेर मलाई थाहा थिएन Bandana Tewari को हुनुहुन्छ भनेर. Then Yogen ले मलाई भन्नु भयो अब she is like worked for Vogue and she has like done so many good things in fashion. Hey. Then I got excited. Hey. Then Yogen ले भन्यो let's do a small event and हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ युथहरू हुन्छ जो फेसन इन्डस्ट्रीमा हुनुहुन्छ उहाँलाई बोलाएर so that they can have a conversation with Bandana Tewari भनेर. So we hosted this event and अब यो इभेन्ट भन्दा अगाडि मलाई फेसन भनेको चाहिँ खालि एउटा लुगा बनिन्छ अनि सेकेन्ड चाहिँ अर्को लगाउँछ भने मात्रै भन्ने सोचेको थिएँ तर आज उहाँको थ्रुबाट धेरैवटा प्रोसेसेसहरू यो कस्तो हुन्छ कसरी सस्टेनेबिलिटी प्लेमा आउँछ है त्यो कुरा नलेज मैले पाएँ अनि आई होप जतिजना एटेन्ड गर्नुभएको थियो उहाँले पनि पाउनुभयो अनि जुन चाहिँ इभेन्ट भयो है यो this event of this kind is very rare, you know, and I would personally like to thank Yogen Tamang and his team of Sikkim Chronicle for putting up the effort, in organizing this kind of event. Yeah, thank you.
Get all the credible news on the go. Download the Sikkim Chronicle app.